Hello, welcome. My name is Joshua. If you've been here, seen any of my posts before, thank you for coming back. If you're new, my name is Joshua Lee, and I'm documenting a bit of my journey, and it's been a it's been quite a ride of a life. Uh, I guess I always refer to it as it was like a roller coaster because there's all these ups, downs, and it's definitely got a rhythm. But today I want to talk about moments of truth and how they hit you, and it's like you might be reading something, or first, I guess, moment of truth, like it'll hit you, and it hits you suddenly, like like a brick, like a bolt of lightning, like a train that came out of nowhere. It's not a gradual thing. And, it could be reading something, um, could be overhearing a conversation, it could be watching something on a TV, it could be a thought. But what I've noticed is that they hit you, and it's like everything just expands in my mind. Like I just touched something pure, and I know, and maybe not to be able to put it into words, but like everything just makes sense. And it's funny because these have happened to me a lot of times. And I know if they've happened to me, they probably happened to other people too. And I remember one time, just for example, I was reading something, and it was part of like a sentence in a fiction book. Um, but it was like such a profound and simple truth that at that moment when I read it, it was like so much just made sense. And it felt so good. And I just think it's amazing how when I went to try back and find that same passage, that same phrase, I could not. And if I read it again, it just did not hit me the same. And so I guess I just wanted to talk about these moments and how they really change us. Like in that moment I looked around and everything was still the same. Same people, same routines, same things. But it was like I could see the patterns. I could see the cycles. And I guess a good comparison would be what they call like metacognition. It was like I was standing outside of myself, outside of this world I had created in my mind or reality. And I was able to see it in that moment for what it was. And it felt just so pure, is the word that comes to mind. And I just wanted to share that. And also, I wrote this down because right before I recorded this, I felt like I wanted to share this. And so I had to get my thoughts kind of together on it. But this is this is kind of the beginning of something. Maybe a series or a sequence of reflections, not completely defined yet, but it will be, I think, like almost like a documenting of a journey of waking up. We'll just call it that. They got these terms out there, and I'm not identifying as anything but just me. I exist. I live. I love. I hurt. I've done all these things. I've hurt and hurt, and the point of this isn't really to get attention, or to be liked or anything like that. I really just want to create something authentic and meaningful to me. And I'm pretty sure that if I stay true to that, just like anyone that's watching this, I feel like can apply this same thing. And that's why I guess I'm sharing it, because I just want to show a process. I'm not telling anyone how to do anything, because I'm still learning everything as I go. But I think that sometimes through others, just like I see things in myself, and they're real moments of growth. Everybody, I can see that looking back, and that's what these moments of truth have done for me. They've given me a better lens, uh, a better viewpoint. And we all need that, because we create but I also was going to say, actually, is we create our reality. We construct it in our minds, however you want to put it. And, really the point of all this is not to give people the answers. I don't want to say I got it, because I don't. And I'm not trying to convince anyone. It either hits you like those moments of truth, or it doesn't. You see something you can relate to. But when I look back at my life, I can see that everything brought me to this point, and I appreciate it, no matter how painful or traumatic it was. And to me, what I realize is that's letting go. Is when you can see things for what they really are and stop picking them up and carrying them. And so really, this is really just reflections of a path that I'm on, been on, that, someone's walked, and maybe someone else that's watching this is walking too as well. And I know it helps me when I hear thoughts expressed clearly. And it'll help me realize, even if it's not me, but if I hear somebody else expressing something clearly, I realize that I had that same thought inside me all along, that same feeling. And it connects us, but sometimes, it's kind of like, I guess I might say, when I stop and look at things, and I think, man, that's beautiful. And I realized one time is that's really just a mirror of what is inside of me, that moment, that reflection. And so I guess my point of all this is just to share and grow personally and to connect with people. Um, but it's really just sometimes, truth doesn't arrive slowly, and sometimes it hits you like a brick out of nowhere, and everything just opens up. So I'd like to hear if anybody else has had moments like that recently in the past, and I will comment back. I will share. So thank you. You guys have a good one.